So this is why you need to fail. In this video because on the 1st of July, I started a new business. I have no previous business experience. I've never had any kind of full-time client. I've never built out AI solutions for other people. I've done it for myself, but I'm making this video because I failed. That's the harsh truth. I failed at the moment. But the difference between people who fail and between winners and losers are that the winners, when they fail, they carry on going. So obviously I didn't go into this thing with the mindset that I'm going to make it like the first time that I try, because that's crazy. Someone with no previous business experience making 10,000, 15,000 on their first try is ridiculous. But a lot of people have this notion that they can do exactly that. And I blame social media, because you see all of these people, and I was a victim of this myself, like all of these people that say, oh, I'm 19 years old, I'm driving a Lamborghini. Why are you not driving a Lamborghini? You're failing in life. And I mean, it works because it uses that emotion of fear, and it leverages failure against you. So, but what they don't tell you is that those same people, they failed 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, it doesn't matter, even 5 times, they failed. Because that's how you learn. There's no other way. Nobody on this earth goes into anything new that they've never done before and knows how to do it the first time. Nobody. People like Alex Hormozy, Gary Vaynerchuk, all of these people, all of them, they failed. They'll tell you their story themselves, they failed. But it's what you do after you fail that determines your success. And to be honest with you, I had the mindset of fearing failure for a very long time. It kept me from doing anything from the time I turned about 20 in COVID until now, because I was just so scared of failing. Like, what if it doesn't work? But I could have been so much further ahead if I just started, you know. Failure is a part of life. You go to the gym, you don't know what to do with the exercises, you're lifting a new weight for the first time, you fail. But why are you crying? Because you needed to try the new weight to know whether you could do it or not. And maybe you can do 1 rep with a new weight. That's still something compared to nothing. But you have to have the courage to try and the willingness to fail to do that. So failure is a very important thing in life, with everything. You know, in school they teach you, you can't fail. If you fail the test, you're going to fail a year and you have to repeat again. That is the wrong mindset. And it's the mindset that millions and millions, hundreds of millions of children and people worldwide take into their adulthood, because they're just so scared of failing. You know, even with business, I need to have a license, a logo, a location, and all these things. Why are you doing this? Like, I'm not saying go into it with like no plan, but obviously do a business that, you know, doesn't demand that much capital, that you know you can fail at, before you go into the big business that has a bigger penalty for failure. So start with small failures, go to big failures. If you're like me, or maybe you're younger than me and you're like in your 20s and you don't know what to do, I would really tell you to start maybe some kind of service-based business or some kind of online business where the capital upfront is very small that's required to start a business, and something that you can leverage and scale. So if that's online coaching, or like what I'm doing with AI, or maybe something like lead gen or Facebook ads, something like that. But just start with that and then fail the first time, and then after that see, okay, what did I learn, and iterate and keep doing it. But you have to fail. That's the why I made the title of this video. You have to fail. Failure is not a bad thing. It's not a bad word. We've been programmed to imagine that failure is a bad word. It's not a bad word. Failure is how you learn. You learned how to ride a bicycle when you were a child by falling and failing and scraping your knee. You learned how to go lift weights in the gym because you failed at doing a bench press and a squat for the first time with 10 kilos, 5 kilos on the plate. You failed. You failed. But what happened? Nothing. So don't be scared. Go try things, fail. But if you have a risk of doing something that can, like if you're older and you have children and a wife and that kind of thing, do not like go and just be willing to fail, because you have like a lot to lose, right? If you're younger, like this is for younger people, but yeah, go try things, fail, learn what you like, learn what you don't like, take what you can from those experiences and use your knowledge that you now have to try again. And eventually you will make it. I promise.